And here is the Writer's Almanac for Sunday. It's the 20th of June, 2021. The summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, longest day of the year, the shortest night, because the Northern Hemisphere is tilted toward the sun. A very slight tilt, about 23.5 degrees, but it makes the difference between winter and summer. Solstice celebrated as midsummer in Scandinavia and Latvia, other parts of Northern Europe. A big 3-day weekend, people dancing around maypoles. They clean their houses and fill them with fresh flowers. They burn straw witches in bonfires. It's the birthday of the guitarist Chet Atkins, born outside Latrell, Tennessee, 1924. Built his own crystal radio and made his own banjo using wires that he pulled from a screen door, and he taught himself how to play it. Chet Atkins said, "I didn't have any idea we were poor. Back then, nobody had any money. We were so poor, and everyone around us was so poor that it was the 40s before any of us knew there had been a Great Depression." It was on this day in 1893, Lizzie Borden was acquitted of the hatchet murders of her father and stepmother at their home in Fall River, Massachusetts, about 50 miles south of Boston. She and the family's Irish maid were the only other people in the house when Andrew and Abby Borden were hacked to death in broad daylight, apparently without attracting the attention of anybody on the busy streets outside. Andrew Borden, a wealthy businessman. People had a hard time believing that Lizzie Borden, a Sunday school teacher, could commit such violent acts, and yet she and her sister had a very tense relationship with their stepmother, and she had tried to buy poison at a drugstore the day before the murders. She was acquitted, but the case inspired books and an opera, a ballet, a movie, and the children's rhyme, "Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. You can go see the crime scene in Fall River and rent a room at the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast Museum. Here's a poem for today by Wyatt Prunty entitled "Learning the Bicycle" for Heather. The older children pedal past, stable as little gyros, spinning hard to supper, bath, and bed, until, at last, we also quit, silent and tired, beside the darkening yard where trees now shadow up instead of down. Their predictable lengths can only tease her as, head lowered, she walks her bike alone somewhere between her wanting to ride and her certainty she will always fall. Tomorrow, though I will run behind, arms out to catch her, she'll tilt, then balance wide of my reach, till distance makes her small, smaller, beyond the place I step, and know that to teach her I had to follow, and when she learned, I had to let go. Learning the Bicycle, a poem by Wyatt Prunty from his collection Unarmed and Dangerous, published by the Johns Hopkins University Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac for Sunday, the 20th of June. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.